Welcome to Kwentong Katip, a podcast series in celebration of 30 years of God's goodness and faithfulness to Victory Katipunan. In this special series, we'll hear powerful testimonies, heart-stirring stories, and reflections on how God has moved in and through our church community. Whether you've been with us from the start or just recently joined the journey, these Katip stories are for you. Let's dive in.
We are going north. Let's go, no? We have here Pastor Jeng, Simon, and Ferdy joining us in this episode. Kamusta kayo? How are you guys? Simon, Pastor Jeng, Ferdy?
Good. Busog. Sarap.
We're excited.
Excited. Oh.
Yeah, we're excited to share the story that we have as we go north as Victory Katipunan.
Yes, we're so excited also to hear the stories of what God has been doing and ano pa yung mga gagawin ni Lord, no? Especially in light of the exciting things na i-unfold natin in the future in relation to what is happening in North Avenue. But before that, of course, gusto muna natin na ipakilala kayo sa ating mga listeners, especially in this podcast, no? So, please introduce yourself. What are you guys doing now? Ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo aside from the church planting work? Do you have any hobbies? Anything that will let our people know na who you guys are? Yeah. Let's start with Simon.
Yan, sa pinakabata. Yeah. Tama
Yes. Hi guys, my name is Simon. I'm one of your campus missionaries in North Avenue. And fun fact, actually, I got reached out in high school in North Avenue in San Francisco High School. So things that we do outside of ministry is, well, basketball, running, Knox. Running.
Wow, runner.
Wow, runner. Yeah, Ferdy.
Good day sa lahat ng nakikinig. I'm Ferdy, one of your campus missionary. I became a campus missionary 2020. I got reached out also from San Francisco High School back 2007, then got discipled 2008. And then since then, nakita din talaga natin how faithful God is. Long time ago pa. A long time ago pa. But again, seeing lang how this vision unti-unti nagiging reality, it just gives me so much joy in doing this.
Kuya Ferdy ko yan nung high school.
Oh, yan. Si Simon, nag-attend ng small group ko yan
Kuya
dati.
Ferdy ko yan
oh.
nung high school.
And maganda, Simon, makausap na natin yung Kuya Jeng natin.
Si
Yan.
Kuya Jeng.
Ganda ng transition na yon.
Yes.
Hey, good day everyone. I'm Jeng. I'm one of the pastors here in Victory Katipunan. We moved here in Metro Manila year 2018, and there was a time when we became part of this church. And from that time on, we've been serving the church and the campus ministry that we have here in Metro Manila. And from time to time, I get to travel and serve also our churches outside Metro Manila. And I've been serving as campus missionary for more than a decade. And right now, I have the privilege to just serve our church plant sa North Avenue. Ang hobby ko lang naman, nagnanap ako pag pagod na talaga ako. So, okay lang yan, Pastor Emil.
Oo. Oo nga pala, hobby, no? Hobby ko pala mag-gym tsaka uminom ng kape. Yan.
Oh, sample ng gym.
At sabay matulog, si Pastor Jeng tulog na din.
Kaya pala isang
Pag
meeting.
napagod sa gym.
Oo.
Kaya pala isang meeting namin, tulog silang dalawa.
Oo. Then, napansin mo, decades na lang binanggit.
I was about to ask kung kailan nyo na-meet si Jesus eh. Will that be okay, Pastor Jeng? Baka ma-reveal yung decades.
I came to know Jesus when I was a freshman student. Wag mo nang tanungin yung student number ko. Okay na yun.
Wala pa daw kasi student number nung time na yun.
Hindi pa nila binibilang.
Alright, no, so we're so excited to hear yung ginagawa ni Lord sa North Avenue. But before that, no, we wanna dive deep na mas makilala kayo as our church planting team, no. So I have some questions here na sasagutin lang natin very quick. Okay lang ba?
Pastok ba to?
Yes,
Okay,
pastor.
pastok. Oh, wow. Pangarap ko lang to dati. Okay, sige, game tayo dyan.
Eto na.
Ito na,
Start
ready
ng
na,
career
ready.
natin.
Ito na yung katuparan ng mga pangarap mo, Ferdy, no. Fill in the blank. My nicknames at church are, Ferdy?
Sa church, ay hindi sa, basta nickname ko.
Sa church.
Sa church, Ferds.
Birds. Outside the church?
Bongbong.
Pakat na lang daw yun.
Game yun.
Kailangan talaga paggitin natin yun. Ano? Favorite song, Simon?
Ikaw na nga. Willie Revilla.
Oy, kanta niya yun ng wedding niya.
Oo,
ng wedding
kanta yun
niya.
ng-
Oo, totoo yun.
Oo.
Totoo yun.
Yes, totoo po yan, Pastor Jeng. I had the opportunity to officiate.
Kasi siya po yun. Siya yung
Ako yung
nag-officiate ng
officiating
Ako yung best man.
Yes, actually, Pastor Jeng, magkakilala kami tatlo. So, ikaw lang interviewin namin.
Gusto niya ako mag-host.
kwento pala ng pagkakaibigan natin. to.
Pagkakaibigan natin to with Pastor Jeng.
Yes, yes. Hi guys, welcome to
Jeng and
Pastor Jeng.
Jeng and friends.
Ito. Pastor Jeng, isang bagay na uso sa Victory Katipunan nung una kang naging part nito.
Uy.
Oh, man.
Uso sa katipunan.
Uso sa Katipunan?
Oo, nung first time mong maging part ng Victory Katipunan.
Kakain sa Rodex.
Sa Rodis.
Yun ang pinakalala ko.
Classic.
Oh.
Kala ko sabihin niya Pastor Jeng, Tamagotchi? Hindi. Iba pala yun. Oh.
What's Tamagotchi?
Magra.
Paborito niyong puntahan sa North Avenue this season?
Grass Residences, yung coffee shop doon, pero wala na ngayon.
Wala na ngayon. Alright. Ikaw, how about you, Simon, sa North Avenue?
North Park na
North Park.
restaurant. Oo.
Okay.
Kailangan may North pa rin. So, North Park.
Aside sa bahay mo,
Na doon
kasi
ako
taga doon
nakatira.
ka.
Oo. No.
May iba ka ba bang pinupuntahan sa North Avenue?
Malaki ang time zone ng Trinoma.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah.
doon ako.
Oo.
All right. Thank you so much for being game with that, no? And ngayon, no, we've been mentioning at the start of this podcast that we're going north. Specifically, we're doing a church planting in North Avenue. And most probably, ang daming curious about this project or church planting effort that we'll be doing in North Avenue. Ano bang gagawin natin doon exactly, no? So kung halimbawa pipikit tayo ngayon and we will imagine North Avenue in a number of years. Ano ba yung gusto nating makita for North Avenue?
Siyempre, kaysa as a commuter, yung mga trend doon, but na maging connected na yung mga trend doon, yung common station. But aside from the infrastructure there, really, our vision, our heart is to plant a church there that will reach the campuses, the key campuses in the area and the communities. Did you know, Pastor Emil, we've been always talking about this, that there's almost 2 million foot traffic
2 million?
in the area.
Wow.
And we always say all bus and jeepneys goes to SM. Nandun lahat ng istasyon nila. But aside from the moving people, the people living around the area, in the key communities in those areas, plus the 13,000 students na nabibilang pa lang namin na nandun na pwedeng i-reach out.
Wow. That's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's with the families that we have. Na-mention ko kanina yung isang residence doon. We're in around more than 6,000 people residing in that place. And ang ganda kasi pag may ganong community, yung demographics, iba-iba, yung cultural background, iba-iba. And they have families eh. And I think aside from reaching out sa mga estudyante, na we always say they are the future leaders, we also have families who are making an impact not only to their children but also to their neighboring places. So, ang ganda lang ng opportunity na yon. So, estudyante, families, and Simon, may gusto ka bang i-include?
I just want to highlight din, no, because during our batch, Nina Ferdy, there are so many next generation leaders that were raised up in that place. Actually, there are, I think, more or less, there are 4 campus missionary, 1 pastor in one of Victory
yes.
Metro Manila. So, it's
Came from the
one of the schools.
Yes, from one of the schools.
One of the schools.
Yeah.
So when we were studying the school and all, ay, parang there's so many fruit for the past years. And nung years na yun, wala pa naman talagang solid plan to plant a church. What more? A church will be planted there. So we're seeing that there will be leaders in our church, or not only in our church, but even leaders that will change the world will come from us planting a church.
Agree. We had a practice before, exercise lang na let's find the 4-kilometer radius starting from that area. Did you know that
Yes.
there's so many government offices,
Right.
local government offices,
Right.
plus the DepEd NCR, Quezon City School of Divisions Office, dalawang Science High School for the Philippines, and the Regional Science High School of NCR. Hindi pa ba sapat yun for us to plant a church there that will effectively reach out the people there?
Nice.
Yeah, ang laking bagay din for D and Simon na ito yung convergence point ng culture,
Right.
ng businesses,
Right.
and education. And central din kasi yung area na to in making an impact sa around Quezon City and the nearby places dito sa Metro Manila. So, yun yung opportunity na meron tayo. I can imagine thousands of students, families, businesses, employees, government employees coming to know Jesus in the future, considering that we are starting a church in that area.
There will also be a Quezon City business district in that area. So nakaka-excite talaga.
Yeah, that's right, no? And speaking of that, you mentioned about the opportunities that we have in the campuses, in the families, and in the communities. Balikan ko lang yung campus. Kasi I remember na this is not the first time that we've talked about North Avenue. This is something na bukang bibig na ng mga kasama natin sa Victory Katipunan, Victory QC pa nung time na yon. We've been talking about reaching North Avenue, and years ago, no, parang ang tanda ko na. Years
Decades
ago, we've had efforts, no, specifically in Quezon City Science High School, San Francisco, and Pisay, no, and yun nga, just like what you guys mentioned, you've been reached out during our campus ministry in San Francisco High School. Can you share to us a little bit of story of how that looked like during those times na kayo yung nire-reach out? No. Naalala niyo pa ba yung mga story na kayo yung nakaka-experience nitong being reached out in the campus as high school students, right? High school students.
Yeah. The ministry started there 2006, and then nung naging connected ako noong 2007 when Pastor Christian Flores had a Leadership Edge seminar in that area. I remember even Pastor Richard Lee helped out in that area. That yung impact nun ng ministry, that 6 to 8 year level, na may nare-reach out kada year level. And the feeling that time is, bakit nagre-reach out dito? So, ganun yung pakiramdam eh. Parang, ang layo kasi namin sa church. Technically, kahit nasa UP Film Institute tayo, nun, parang technically malayo siya. But, I just sense lang na that place is very special for Katipunan. Because we invested effort, we place people that will reach out in that area because we know lang yung value nung area na yun. And yung pakiramdam lang talaga nung nire-reach out lang kami nun, wala namang vision to have a church there someday. Parang, sige, magka-youth service lang dito. Yeah. Okay na, every week. Parang eventually, nagkaroon ng reroute of direction. But the passion, I guess, it's really yung ano lang talaga nung pastors natin, the vision of having a church there that will reach the key communities and areas there.
If I may add do sa sinabi ni Ferdy, I remember during that time when we were being reached out, we were bunch of nobody students that time. Like we have lots of dysfunctions, whether in finances, family. Ako personally, I didn't know what was my plan going to college in that time. But when I got reached out, when I got to come to the saving knowledge of Christ, that's when my leaders back then, Kuya Nomer, Sinateses, they told me, you know what, God has a purpose for you bigger than what you have for yourself. In fact, I don't know if they intentionally did this or we understood this when they said this, pero the heart of or the vision of planting a church was a step-by-step being ingrained to us that time. Not knowing na decades after, we will be the people.
Kami pala yun. Oo.
So,
magiging part pala kami.
Looking in hindsight, no bro, parang the labor back then was never in vain.
Yeah.
The labor was never in vain. And even the part of our leaders
Yung
right now,
prayers.
the part of the leaders that we have right now who are rallying with us in planting the church in North Avenue, they were also came from that years of them reaching out in the high school students. So, yun.
Ang galing na, no? You mentioned kanina na you perceive yourselves as nobodies, but because someone came to that place kahit na sobrang layo from Katipunan or QC back then, and shared the gospel to you guys and really spent time discipled you. And now from being what seemed for you as nobodies, now you guys are church planters, no? So that's an, but for the, you mentioned a while ago, 2006, no? And so, and now, it's been how many years na? I mean, all 19 years.
Oo, mga ganun.
Oo, no? Ngayon, we're doing a work. So, can, Pastor Jeng, I mean, so, is it safe to assume that nagkaroon ng delay or ano? What happened, no? Na why from 2006 ngayon umabot ng 2024 before we actually make this happen?
Actually, we really waited for Pastor Jeng. Pastor
It's
Jeng
actually
talaga
Pastor
yung
Jeng.
ano.
To obey.
Oo.
Wait, tanungin natin, anong year po kayo na save?
Kung sagutin ko talaga yun. It was year 2002 when I came to know Jesus.
2002. Okay, okay.
Yeah. When the church planting effort was presented to us, I think it was late 2023.
2023.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
2023. Remember, I think Pastor Emil, you were there. We've gathered, mayroon tayong meeting as
Yes.
pastors, and we've been thinking, what's next for Victory Katipunan? What kind of expansion?
Mhm.
And one of the areas and places that was mentioned at that time was North Avenue. So Pastor Chris presented the thought, and there has been words and efforts na nasabi at nabanggit sa atin during that time. And right now, we are just taking that step of faith. It's like we're redigging the well of what
that's a good
happened
word.
before, and right now we are seeing come into fruition what was started. And we're just reaping those things that have been sown at that time. So, yeah, 2023, late 2023, we discussed about that. And Pastor Chris gave us the thought and idea, and eventually we said yes.
Yeah. Actually, for Pastor Emil, I believe that it's not a delay, but it's just the right timing right now.
Nice.
I guess the labor was not in vain. Katulad na nabanggit ni Simon, it's really that napaka-fertile ng soil, ripe for harvest, and when we pray for people that will labor with us to make this vision a reality, perfect timing lang din talaga how people continue to add to our team.
I like what you said, no, na it's not actually a delay, but this is the right timing for the harvest to happen in North Avenue. And I like also what Pastor Jeng mentioned, na yung what we are experiencing now as we do our work in North Avenue is reaping from the years of sowing that happened in North Avenue. So even those people who were involved years ago, your labors are not in vain. No? So yun naman yung sobrang
So shout
encouraging
out
lang.
sa lahat ng mga nag-help out, nag-sow through prayer, nag-bless, nagpunta doon by their feet. Parang ganun. Salamat po. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Actually, Pastor Emil, if I may describe it, it's not actually, yes, there's a right timing to it, but it was not just about waiting for the right time, but it was being faithful
Good.
Yes.
while waiting for the right time for God for us to plant. Because, yes, it's 2006 and it's 2023 when we started, but in between those years, there were so many campus missionary, and even some of the campus missionary from Victory Quezon Avenue who really have sown seeds in the campus and all. And in fact, yung from 2006, some of the teachers, some of the open doors that was opened for us back then, some of those were the same doors that we are also entering. The same teachers. Some of the connections before are still the same teachers that are
Sila pa rin,
opening
yes.
the doors for us. So it's really, aside from waiting for the right times, being faithful every now and then, making sure that we hold the ropes until, God will really bless the vision that He has given to us years before, or to our leaders years before.
Amen, no? So, ibig sabihin nun, even the doors that we thought na nagsara na as a result of different factors, no? Pwedeng season, pwedeng hindi na available yung mga tao. But if God is the one working in that place, kahit tingin natin sarado na, and He's still the one either closing or shutting or opening the door or keeping the doors open. Parang kanta yun, ah. Keeping the
Yes.
doors open, no, for the work, the kingdom work to
Yeah.
happen in
Because
that
love
place.
is an open
Door.
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 Yeah.
And gusto nyo i-share yung love ni Christ sa North
North
Avenue.
Avenue.
Kaya naman, pag-usapan natin ngayon yung what is happening, no? So, how's the work right now in North Avenue? What are the common challenges that you are experiencing? Paano nagmo-move si Lord in the midst of those challenges that you face? And ano na yung mga stories na or mga kwento na nakalap nyo na, no, as you do the work in North Avenue?
Yeah, when we were starting the work last year, 2024, we've been thinking on what would be the right step to take and how can we be intentional in reaching out to the families. So ang ginawa talaga natin, we gathered leaders, we prayed for the place, and eventually we made some strategies at least to have that as a starting point to continue and to still do the work of the ministry. So from that time on, we have heard stories of families getting to know Jesus.
Wow.
Ang ganda lang na sa small group setting, doon namin sila nakikilala, doon namin nawi-witness yung changed lives na gustong gawin ni God sa buhay nila. And hindi lang family, families kasi. Yung representation na nakikita namin ngayon. And nakakatuwa din that because of those small groups that we've started, being intentional, consistent lang sa pag-meet sa kanila, doon namin naintindihan na si Lord nag-work sa buhay nila, may purpose si Lord sa buhay nila, at eventually si Lord ang kikilos sa buhay nila to make an impact wherever they go. When we reach families, we reach the students. When we reach the students, we reach the families. Ang ganda lang na ganong dynamics. Ang sarap makita na ang nanay mo, ang tatay mo, eventually mga anak mo, nakikilala si Jesus because we are consistent in helping them know Jesus in a small group setting. So yun yung isang story na nalala ko, and maybe Ferdy and Simon, meron pang gustong ikwento na encounter sa mga stories kasi pag nami-meet natin mga tao, excited sila, testimonies nila, ganito ako dati, tapos may changes
Right.
along the way. So
Parang may TFS or may youth gathering kayo happening also.
si Ferdy, may exciting na story yan sa isang fast food restaurant.
Yun,
Okay,
yun.
di ba?
Can you
Yung
share
nangyari,
that, bro?
Ferdy?
Nagkaroon ng isang time na nag-start yung ating The Friday Space, yung youth gathering natin, February 2024. And naging faithful lang din tayo monthly on meeting students from the key campuses that we're reaching out. Merong isang school, a Catholic school in front of the Friday Space na niyaya lang ng isang serve team namin. Parang, oy, tara, akit kayo dito, libre burger. So, akit naman sila, ganyan. Hindi naman, wala silang idea, ano ba yung youth gathering, ano ba to. And then eventually, they were connected through our social media account. Tapos, nagpa-follow sila. Nakalimutan na namin silang i-invite. Tapos, mas consistent pa sila dun sa iba naming mas madalas nakikita sa small group. I go, uy, thank you for joining. And then hopefully din talaga they will be connected to small groups. Kasi alam naman natin pagdating sa high school, yung junior high school, umaalis sila ng campus or naghahanap sila ng ibang school eh. And then another one siguro, maliban dyan sa The Friday Space natin, yung mga estudyante lang din who undergo one-to-one, yung personal discipleship nila. Ang laking tulong din kasi nun dahil hindi lang sila nare-reach out dahil sa maganda yung sinishare mo, pero nagiging interested din sila sa ano ba tong faith na pinag-uusapan natin? Ano ba tong life class na ginagawa ninyo? We want to learn more. And I remember, Simon, di ba, nung time na nasa San Francisco High School tayo, hinahanap na tayo ng mga estudyante, di ba? For us to meet them sa small group natin.
Actually, yung mga students na binanggit ni Ferdinand, eventually they were the set of students na very consistent umattend nung The Friday Space, yung youth gathering natin. Even to the point na nagugulat kami na yung some of their friends in the same school, they were inviting. Invite lang ng invite. Tapos some of those they invited submitted their life in Christ. So parang, wow, Lord, grabe yung how the students also step up. Na parang minsan feeling namin, we need a bit more few years or some months pa to spend time with them. But they themselves, when they experience Christ in our gatherings, in our community, parang, I want my friends to also experience this,
Wow.
what I experience. So nakaka-amaze lang how God is moving in through our students.
Yeah, Simon Ferdy, every time we talk, 'di ba, meron din kayong mga kwento on how we are partnering with the principals and merong
yeah,
teachers
yes,
fellowship.
yes. Oo.
Baka pwede niyong ikwento rin 'yon at least for them to have
Yung
a
mga,
glimpse.
Pastor Jeng, yung mga teacher ko dati nung high school, nag-start sila na, okay, magba-Bible study tayo, gathering tayo. Sabi ko, sige po, game, support lang namin kayo. And then eventually, akala namin na once a month lang sila mag-meet. Gusto nila weekly na. But I guess, every teacher, they represent what? 50 to 100 students? Why not maximize the connection? The strategic partnership. Also in Kisay, there are times na may palitan kasi ng principal every now and then. But we're just so blessed to have the principals of those campuses who opens the door lang din for Every Nation campus so that we can continue to serve the felt needs of the students and even yung mga educators natin doon.
I remember one of our teachers ni Ferdy. Same kami ng English teacher before. Tapos, she's also the one who opens her class for live classes to happen. I remember when we thank her, after the live classes that we did, sabi niya, you know what? We cannot do this to the students. That's why we're gonna support you. And this teacher has been opening doors for us since 2008, 2009, and up until now. So imagine how God really the one who orchestrate things so that the gospel can be preached into the campuses. And our job as campus missionaries is to really steward those open doors and believe that as we, alam mo yun, sabi nga ni Ferdy, tadyakan yung pinto at pumasok. God will be the one to move in and through our efforts.
Yeah, Pastor Emil, malaking factor yung good partnership talaga with the teachers and the principals. To the point that right now we are having our spiritual foundations inside the campus.
Ooh.
So, yun ang exciting part. And imagine some of the stories I've mentioned about a certain family with their children. Participants sila ng spiritual foundations natin. That's inside that campus. And think about that. This place, this area is more than us meeting there, but it's the opportunity of how God is working behind the scenes, kung paano niya inorchestrate yung mga bagay-bagay. And yun, it's a good partnership. It's how God is working behind the scenes and us responding to the opportunities that are given in front of us.
I like that. Na hindi lang to about the right timing, but how also God orchestrated the right people, the right setup so that this
Yeah.
church plant in North Avenue will happen.
The right response din. Kasi kung hindi naman din kami ready, why will we say yes?
Exactly.
May isang time yung sa STI, ang sabi na lang sa amin, actually matagal na namin kayong hinahanap. Hinihintay na namin kayo as a student organization here. Eko, okay po, pirma na po tayo.
Actually, meron pa isang story while I'm doing in San Francisco High School. Life group, hinarang ako. Hinarang ako ng SSLG advisor. Tapos sabi ko, sir, I'm from ganito. From Every Nation campus. Actually, hinihintay namin kayo. So, yeah, amazing lang.
You could just really sense yung uhaw ng mga tao for God. And kaya naman masasabi talaga natin, this is the right time to plant a church in North Avenue. That is so exciting. Question ko lang, you mentioned about your teacher. Is she still teaching in San Fran?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And actually, with her partnership din, isa siya sa mga number one na nag-i-scout ng mga potential real-life scholars for us.
Ang galing nito, no? Multifaceted talaga yung ginagawa ni Lord. And hindi lang kayo as our church planting team, but even those people na nandun na sa area ay tulong-tulong together to make the church plant happen. And I'm just so excited sa marami pang stories and testimonies that we will experience and encounter together as a church planting team in North Avenue. No? If ever sa mga listeners natin ngayon in our podcast would ask, paano ba kami makakatulong in our church planting effort in North Avenue? Ano ba yung means for them to be able to reach out to you, or sino yung pupuntahan nila, or may website ba or may social media ba that they can go so that they'll be informed regarding what we're doing sa ating church plant in North Avenue?
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities that we have right now. We are gearing up for a weekly worship service. And we need people who will serve with us constantly, whether in 3 months' time or 6 months' time, and give your resources, give your time, and approach Ferdy, Simon, ako at yung buong team, and let's have conversation on how we can help you, at least facilitate also whatever it is that you can give and do to our church plant in North Avenue. So yeah, Simon.
Yeah, in addition lang with what Pastor Jeng said, in fact, also in our campuses, there's so much lanes or so much opportunity to serve. Right now, we're gearing for the upcoming school year, and actually, some of the teachers are requesting, can you do yung weekly gathering inside the campus? So sabi namin, sige po, sige, let's go. We're gonna, so we have opportunities for that. Disciple students, help us facilitate yung mga life classes natin since we do breakout also. Those are some, and of course, pray for us. Pray for the team, pray for our serve teams, pray for our leaders, pray for the people those who will get to hear the gospel, that really they will come to the saving knowledge of Christ.
If you are asking God for a direction and you want a new start or you want to invest and sow in North Avenue, we encourage you to be part of our serve teams by serving as well or by attending weekly and bringing your family, friends, and even office mates. Because that's the idea of having a church there, to reach the communities and the campuses in that area. Second, sa mga campus opportunities, join us. Ang daming harvest, we need people like you who will join us and serve with us.
Let's go to the north.
Yeah, and join our small groups and lead a small group, start a small group. Let's do something for the students and the families.
Basically, hindi kayo mawawalan ng pwedeng itulong sa church planting natin in North Avenue. No? One last question, and this is more like a personal question for each one of you. In this season that you are in ministry, ano yung personally tinuturo sa inyo ng Panginoon? No? Being involved in a church planting, I know this is a huge step of faith. No? Na doing something na hindi nyo naman usually ginagawa before. For Pastor Jeng, I know it's been quite some time, but it still feels like it was just yesterday, and lo and behold, you're going to North to plant a church. Ano yung tinuturo sa inyo ng Panginoon in this faith journey that you are in right now?
Yeah, yung pinaka word lang sa akin when we were starting this North Avenue Church plan was this: love the people. And when God spoke to me and said, love the people, Lord, what is the expression of that? Loving your people mean. So do whatever you can. Open doors, serve the people, love them, be patient, be with them, join them, participate in their milestones, and just be present wherever they are. Malaking bagay yon sa akin. Kasi that's fueling the calling, that's fueling the heart of God towards the people, the families, and the next generation. So, yun, Pastor Emil.
Ako, Pastor Emil, it's a reminder lang that it is God who builds and grow His church. He is building His church here in North Avenue since 2006. God is building His church right now as we full blast the church planting. It is God who will always build His church. We've seen this with so many challenges that we experience and all. It's a reminder na, yes, there so much effort that we put, but at the end of the day, it is God who builds His church. It is God who builds us individually in our walk with Him, but it is also God who will build us collectively as a church. And sometimes as a church planter, there's so many weight on you. Syempre, you have to do so many things, parang becoming all things for all men, but it's a reminder that there could be some parts that are short-handed and all, but it is God who will build and grow His church. So we will step in faith in the effort that we put. We disciple people with the mindset that, Lord, it is you who will build and grow whatever we have planted and sown to this area.
Sa akin, Pastor Emil, Pastor Jeng, and Simon, tinuturo lang talaga sa akin ni God is magka-love life Hindi, joke lang.
Amen.
And that is for another episode.
Ay, iba pa to. Iba, kwentong love life.
Kwentong love life.
Alam
Ayun
mo,
eh.
isa pa lang ha.
Oo nga eh. Sorry.
Third episode
for
ata
next
yun.
season
Third
to.
episode.
For next season. But,
Ferdy Javier,
Oo.
single and available.
Yes. But again, siguro may love life na ako pag lumabas to, no? God is teaching me to be patient. God is teaching me to serve with the team. And God is teaching me to trust in His leading. Because
Yes.
remember, it's not just us going there, but it's where God is leading us. And He is the one leading us as we plant our church there.
Praise God for that. No? In the same way that God is building Victory Katipunan and remained faithful in this church for 30 years and more, we believe also that God will be the one who build Victory North Avenue. And He, in the same way that we've been witnesses in this place of His faithfulness, talaga din namang ipapakita ng Panginoon yung kanyang katapatan, kadakilaan, no? At kanyang greatness in North Avenue. No? So nagsisimula pa lang yung mga exciting things na gagawin ng Panginoon in North Avenue. Sa mga families na marireach out natin in North Avenue, as well as the students, the business establishments, lahat ng open doors na ipagkakaloob ng Panginoon in North Avenue. So once again, please approach Pastor Jeng, Ferdy, and Simon, or endorse people to them, no? Those who have expressed interest in joining our North Avenue worship services. Thank you, Pastor Jeng, Simon, Ferdy, and we're excited sa mga gagawin ni Lord in
Thank you,
North
Pastor
Avenue.
Let's go.
We'll hear more from you, no? So let this be not the last episode related to our church plant in North Avenue. And I hope for those listening in this podcast episode, we were all encouraged. And not only encouraged, but nagkaroon din tayo ng vision sa kung paanong kumikilos ang Panginoon, hindi lamang sa sarili nating buhay, but even in our communities, that God has called us to go and make disciples. No, if you are listening to this podcast and you feel like God has been calling you also to be a blessing to a specific community or in your community, let us know. Reach out to us. You can send us a message on our socials. We have Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. No, so this is our second episode of Kwentong Katip. I hope you were blessed in this episode. We'll see you in our next episode.
Thanks for listening to Kwentong Katip. If this episode has blessed you, don't forget to share it with someone and tag us at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Victory Katipunan. Let's continue to celebrate 30 years of God's faithfulness and believe for even greater things ahead. See you in the next episode.